There we go. Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jaden. If you are new, hi, hello, it's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back. So you already read the title. So today we're going to be doing 50 facts about me. So this might be embarrassing, this might be funny, this might be oversharing or TMI, I don't know. But yeah, we're just going to get into it. So I'm going to use my phone and just like use questions from the internet. So let's get into them. First question is your name. My name is Jaden Cruz. Okay, second question, my zodiac sign. My zodiac sign is a Sagittarius. Some people say it differently. I read things all the time that are literally so accurate and like it applies to me. So I'm not like really into that stuff, but like they're just really interesting to read and I'm always reading them. But yeah, comment down your zodiac sign because it's very interesting and it's crazy how accurate they are. But yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. My 3 fears, so like my biggest fears, I think that's what's asking. One of my biggest fears is driving off a cliff. My dad used to live in the mountains and we would go up to his house every other weekend, and to get there we'd have to go on this cliff, and I was so scared of driving off that cliff. So that's like one of my biggest fears. I just can't. I've literally had dreams about it where I die from driving off of a cliff, and I don't even like talking about it. This isn't really a fear, but I think it's something that I'm scared of. I'm scared of running up bleachers or going down, doesn't matter. But you know how most people like run up bleachers or skip 2 steps or something like that? I've never been that person because I'm literally like 5 feet. So I'll literally go up every single step individually really slow because I don't want to fall. And you'll never see me running or skipping steps on a bleacher or stairs or anything like that. But yeah, I don't have a lot of fears. Maybe like snakes or sharks or something like that, but I never get close enough to them, so I don't have to worry about that. The last song I listened to, let's see, Wishing Well by Juice WRLD. That's a great song. You guys should listen to that. I literally love music so much. I'm always listening to music. 4 turn-ons. I think the biggest turn-on, whether someone thinks you're attractive or not, something that will literally catch their attention is if you're funny. Like if you can make someone laugh, like doesn't matter what you look like. Like looks shouldn't be important, but I'm just gonna be real. Everyone like kind of cares about looks, you know what I'm saying? But if you're funny, like that's probably like one of the biggest turn-ons. You can literally probably make anyone fall in love with you. But anyway, so that's probably a turn on. I think being respectful, like that's a big thing to me, and that's really important. If you like respect your parents, if you respect, like say you're going out to eat or something and you're at a restaurant and like you have to be the one to take your dishes to a certain spot after you eat, and then the dude or the girl or whoever is like, no, we're just gonna leave it, like they can do it, whatever. Like they don't try to like be helpful and they just leave their stuff there just because they're like, oh, that's their job, they can do it and all that stuff. But just be helpful. It doesn't take that much time to help them clean up a little bit. Just respect in general. Like say someone has different beliefs than you or they're doing something that you don't support. It doesn't matter if you believe in the same thing or you don't support them or you do support them. Like you should have respect for people no matter what. Like that's to an extent, but most of the time you should have respect. You shouldn't go out of your way to be disrespectful or mean to a person just because they have different beliefs than you or they do something in their life that you don't agree with. Like it doesn't matter. Just be nice and be respectful. Like you don't have to agree, but you don't have to be mean about it, you know? What's another turn on? These are probably more just like general turn-ons that are like quick turn-ons. So like respect is one, but that's probably like more like something that I would want in a person, you know? I think a third turn-on is shades. Shades are literally my weakness. If you're wearing shades, I will probably think you're so attractive because I don't know what it is about them, but a dude in shades, just it. Yeah. Okay, the last turn on, probably a good smile or like good teeth, but usually when you have a good smile, you do have good teeth, so yeah. Or if you smell good. If you smell good, like you're gonna draw people in. That's like a big thing to me. I forgot about that. smell good. Like hygiene, that's important. For turnoffs, I guess probably bad hygiene if you're disrespectful. I feel like if you're really cocky, like there's a difference between being confident and cocky. If like you're someone that thinks you're all that or better than someone else, that's a huge turnoff. I think being immature probably is like a really big turnoff. If you act like you're way younger than you actually are, that's just such a big turnoff. And there's a difference between being goofy and being funny and goofing around, but there's a difference between that and then being immature. But I think being immature is like a huge turnoff. What's that saying? It's like some people are just getting older but not, what's that saying? Oh, the saying, it says too many people getting older but not growing up. I think that's so true. I think this is question 9. How many piercings do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 right now. I really want to get my triples, and then I think this is called the helix right here, and then my cartilages. And like I was supposed to get them before quarantine happened, but I didn't get to, and then once everything started to open up a little bit, I kind of just like haven't been able to get around to it, so that's why I haven't yet, but those are coming. But I don't have any tattoos. I wish I did. I'm getting those as well, but that might not be as soon. Definitely will be in the future. Okay, question 11 or 10. Question 10. I'm not gonna really say the numbers anymore because I'm gonna lose count. Next question is, how do I feel right now? I feel pretty good. I'm like, if I had to rate it, probably like an 8.5 right now, just because I feel like I've been so good for so long that I need change. Like I feel like I've been in a constant for so long. Like when you're just like in a constant, nothing changes or goes up or down, but in order to get to like that 9 or 10, I need something to happen. Like I need to go on a trip or get a piercing or dye my hair, or I don't know, just do just something different. Like quarantine is literally not fun and boring. I was literally doing so much before quarantine happened, and I miss just having fun and doing so many things with friends and going on adventures. And yeah, I think that's what I need. I need to go on a trip. I really want to go on a trip so bad. Something I really want to go on a trip. I want to go on a trip so bad, maybe to San Diego or literally somewhere so warm that I can just sit on the, like, school is literally remote right now. So I'm like, why am I in my hometown? Why don't I go somewhere, literally like go sit on the beach and do my homework and then go for a swim and then tan, then come back and then do some more homework, you know? Like that would just be the best. And I want to go somewhere warm. I hate when it's cold. I hate the winter. Not that I hate the winter, no. I like the winter and I like lights and Christmas and all that, but I hate the cold and I hate the wind and I hate, don't like it. I just want to go on a trip really bad. Been here the whole time. Next question. My current relationship status.
Currently dating myself, and it's great.
Like, I think it's so important, and I think a lot of people don't realize how important it is to just be able to be by yourself and be happy. Like, so many people will say they're their happiest when they're in a relationship, but I think it's so important to be able to be that happy when you're on your own, because loving yourself is far more important than being in a relationship. I think you need to learn how to love yourself before you even think about that. Go figure out what you love. Literally get to know yourself. Like, learn what you like, learn what you don't like, or try a new hobby like paint, sing, write a book, I don't know. But like, I think it's so important because I literally had no confidence, and now I finally love myself. And I'm not just saying it, like I mean it for real. Like I used to say like, yeah, I love myself, yeah, like I'm confident, but now like I actually am, and that took so long for me to learn. And you don't really learn how to love yourself until you're like on your own, you know, because if you're in a relationship or if you're just like doing all these other things in your life, it takes away the time that you could be getting to know yourself and putting into yourself. So I think there's a really important time in your life that you should just be by yourself, learn about yourself, have independent time. It's literally so great and so fun because you can do this and that and not have to schedule your life around someone. Like you can hang out with him or her or go here whenever, you know, like there's no limit. When it comes down to it, you're the one that's gonna be with you your entire life. And if you don't learn how to love yourself and be comfortable in your own skin, you're always going to need validation and other people telling you things about yourself in order to feel good about yourself. Like, yeah, I still have insecurities, but I think being able to spend time with myself has really helped me learn about who I really am and what kind of person I am and what kind of person I want to be and what I want to do in life and where I want to go in life and what I do and what I don't want to do, you know, like I can do so many things. Like, you're not tied down to anyone. It's just so freeing. Like, you can just experience life, and I just think it's so important because you should learn how to love yourself, because if you don't know how to love yourself, you're always gonna need someone else to love you because you can't love yourself, you know? But if you love yourself, you won't need anyone, and you have to learn how to be okay by yourself and make yourself happy. Go do things for yourself. Go on drives by yourself. Go take yourself shopping, or go on a trip by yourself. Go drive and look at a sunset, or go somewhere and paint, or I don't know. You could literally do so much, and I just think being able to be happy by yourself is such a huge important thing. And I really want to make a video more about like self-love and everything, but that will be later on. But anyways, I just think it's really important, and I'm really glad that I have the time to be able to be by myself and not jump in from relationship to relationship. And I think relationships are great. Like, you learn a lot, but I don't think it's the most important thing in life. But I think if you're in a relationship and it ends, you learn so much from it. You learn what you do want and what you don't want, and you just learn life lessons too. It just helps you grow as a person, but also grow for your other relationships. But it's not always something you should have in your mind where it's like, oh, I can use this for my next relationship, and like I need to like grow super fast so I can like get into that next relationship and like apply them there. Like, you should learn from that, and then like learn more about yourself and just spend time with yourself and just like take a break for a while. You shouldn't be like going to find love. You should be letting it come to you, and like it's fine if like it happens like that, but I feel like you should just let life happen. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But I think it's really important, and it's something that I've learned, and I kind of just wanted to share because I think a lot of people should take the time to just have independent time. Because if you're like from like high school to like late 20s, that's your time to learn about yourself and to literally live your life for you, not for someone else, you know? It's great to have a significant other, but if you are in a relationship and you don't take the time to ever spend time by yourself or just do what you want instead of having to always consider another person, then you'll always regret that, and you'll never be able to learn who you truly are because you're always having to be with someone else and spend your time with someone else, or spend your time not focusing fully on yourself. And I don't even mean that bad. I just think that's really true, and I've really thought about that so much, and I'm just glad that I can date myself for a while because it's fun. So join me if you want. Okay, that was a long question. My favorite movies are probably Forever My Girl and A Walk to Remember. I think there's two Christian movies that I really like. One of them's called Greater, and then one of them's called I Still Believe. They're both so good. I might get a tattoo that says Greater because of like the meaning and everything behind that. My favorite songs, there's so many songs. I literally love music so much. There's literally so many songs that I can't pick just one, and like I love different genres, so it would be hard to pick just one. I love Noah Cyrus, I love July, I love Lonely, I love Post Malone, I love Circles, 1,000 Bad Times. I just love music. I could talk about it forever. I just think it's really cool that someone can be like vulnerable and share it with the world, but also like it's an outlet for them. And like singing is such a beautiful thing. It's so cool because with singing, it's like a talent someone has, but there's so many different things that you can do with your voice. So it doesn't matter how long you've been singing, you can always grow and always find new ways to sing, or find new ways that you can sing, and then be like, whoa, I can do that, you know? But yeah, I talk too much about music. My favorite bands, yeah, I don't have any favorite bands. I just like a lot of songs, and then if they happen to be singing it, then they are singing it. But I don't really have a lot of favorite artists. I've always liked Selena Gomez, Noah Cyrus, and Post Malone, and James Arthur, Ed Sheeran. I always say that wrong, I don't know. Shawn Mendes, and like all of them. But yeah, I don't really have any favorite bands. 3 things that upset me. I don't know what upsets me. I don't really get upset. I get annoyed or irritated. Commercials that literally have nothing to do with what they're selling, which is pretty much every single commercial. That makes me mad and annoyed and irritated. What's another thing that makes me upset? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Okay, so you know when like you're driving and you're about to turn, like say you're driving down like a straight street and then there's like a little neighborhood you have to turn into, or say there's just somewhere you have to turn into, but the car behind you doesn't slow down and they just go around you. I hate when cars do that. Just like slow down, stop for a second, and then keep driving, you know? But I've caught myself doing it too, but I try not to. But I hate that so much. I don't know. Things don't really upset me. I just get annoyed. But yeah. 3 things that make me happy. Music. Driving in my car with my sunroof open and listening to great music. It's just, I love it. Family and friends and shopping, decorating my room. A lot of things make me happy. God, yeah, those are some of them. What I find attractive in other people. I love if people can have deep conversations, or there's a lot of people that focus too much on like the world, or if like someone can only bond over talking about other people, like say you're talking about someone who posted something, you're like, did you see what she posted or what he posted? Like, do you know that blah 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 just broke up, and like all that stuff. Like, I think that's just immature and I guess a turn off, because if you can only spend your time talking about other people, you're just taking away from time that you could be growing yourself or taking away time from your own life. And not even saying that bad, it's just, why are you spending so much time talking about someone else's life when it doesn't even concern you whatsoever, you know? I just find it attractive when I can have a conversation with someone that doesn't even care about like what this person or that person is doing, and like literally just have like the longest talk about life, or just crazy things where you just talk for hours and you're just like, how are we still talking? How has this not gotten awkward or something? But when you just like think about the bigger picture of life and things like that, I don't know. I think that's a really cool quality, to be able to have deep conversations, or to just think that there's more to life than talking about other people and gossiping or talking about materialistic things, or, you know, just appreciating being in the world and what the world has to offer and the bigger picture of life. I think that's really cool when people see it more that way. Someone I miss my dogs. I used to have 7 dogs and now I have none. Yeah, I really miss them. Someone I love my family, and I love my Christian girlfriends so much, because I've always wanted to have friends that were really close to God and that I can grow in God with, and just really be there for each other. Like, be someone that can help each other grow in God, but also help each other stay on that right path, and like if we stray, help us back, or if we don't know something about a verse in the Bible, we can ask them and they can help us, or we can help each other. You know, it's just something really that I love that I finally have now, and that I can go to church and worship together, or have a Bible study with them, and just have people that are just so loving and, you know, aren't just friends that only talk about themselves and never hear about what's going on in your life, you know. They're just genuine people that want to be there for you, and like you be there for them too. My favorite holiday, I don't know if it's Christmas. I mean, Christmas is a good holiday. I think any holiday that I get to spend with my family, because I'm Mexican, so anytime we have an event or celebration, it's huge, doesn't matter what it is. We'll stay up so late, just having a good time, and I literally love my family so much. They're literally the best people in the entire world, and I love that we're all so close and goofy and funny, and we're literally so wild, and we're loud. We're so loud, but I just love any holiday that I get to spend with them. But I think I really love Christmas or Thanksgiving, because I get to spend it with like my entire family, like an extended family. It's just fun and it's great. A confession. I'm literally such an open person. I literally have no filter with certain things. Like if I'm around like elders, I will, and like I won't be disrespectful, but I don't care if it's like something not inappropriate, but kind of like if it's something like kind of TMI, I don't really care. I'll just say anything. So I feel like I'm an open book. I feel like I don't really have anything to confess. 3 things that annoy me easily. I already said them basically. The car thing, commercials, and sounds. Sounds literally piss me off so much. If people are making sounds with like their mouth, or if they're eating and like making sounds, or just like random sound effects that people are like tapping like for an extensive amount of time, or like people make sounds with their mouth, or I don't know, but it annoys me. My favorite animal is a puppy, but I really like elephants because I love Dumbo. So yeah, I really love dogs. Dogs just make me so happy, and everyone should have a dog. And I know not everyone likes dogs, but they are so great. I just want a dog so bad, because I just want to be able to cuddle with it when I get home, or it just be my best friend. Someone is literally walking their dog right there. lucky. One thing I've lied about, I think everyone has done this, but like say your friend asked you if they want to hang out or if you want to hang out and you're not really feeling it, but you don't want to be mean. I used to do this a long time ago. I don't really do this now because I want to hang out with all my friends that asked me to hang out. But you would have your mom text and say like you can't hang out, so you would lie to your friends and say my mom said no, like even though she did say no, but like because you told her to. But yeah. Something that's currently worrying me, I think probably just figuring out what I want to do in life, because I think life is so much more than going to school or working an 8-hour shift job. Like I think you can do so much more with your life. Like you can travel, or you can have a remote job and do so many things from so many different places in the world and just experience life and literally live life to the fullest and experience it to the fullest and meet new people or see new cultures. I think that's so cool, and I would literally love to have a remote job. I think figuring out all of that is worrying me because my major is marketing, but it's such a broad major that there's so many different things that I could do, but I don't know what yet. It could be social media, or it literally could be anything. An embarrassing moment. What's an embarrassing moment? Probably, I remember I used to play soccer. There was like one season where I had cleats and my soles on the bottom of my shoes were literally basically gone, and I would not get new shoes. So when I would like go to kick the ball, my other foot would just slide and I would just fall because the grass would be like wet or slippery, and you would just fall, and it was just funny, but it was embarrassing. But yeah, that's probably something. Oh my gosh, that makes me miss soccer so much. I played soccer for the majority of my life, but I miss it. Where do I work? I work at Plato's Closet. Go to your local Plato's Closet because you'll love it. And they literally have them a lot of places. I didn't even know that, but they're actually very common. Something that's constantly on my mind, probably about what I just said, like the whole major and career thing and like what I want to do in life and all that. Like my major right now is marketing, but I also want to do mission worship possibly, or something having to do with working in a church or something like that. 3 habits I have. I've started to try not to be on my phone as much, and you know how there's like screen time and a lot of parents use that like on their kids. I'm trying to use that on myself because social media just isn't healthy, and I've tried not to be on social media as much, and I've tried to be more like organized and on top of things and keep my room clean, or try to drink more water, or just like take care of myself more and make sure my mental health is good. I don't know if those are like really habits. I think it's kind of habits that I'm trying to develop, but those are a few things. I think it's really important to make sure that you're doing what's gonna help you and what's gonna help your mental health, because your mental health is like most important, like above anything else. My future goal is to literally have a remote job and to travel, and I don't know, just to make a difference, not in the world, but like just a difference in people I meet, or just to like help people. And I just really want to make sure I'm always trying to be a light to people or loving to people and showing them that they matter, because they do matter. Even like giving someone like a compliment, someone that you just met or someone that you see at like a Starbucks drive-thru or something, and just like complimenting them can like make such a bigger difference than you think it would. I don't know, just make a difference in people's lives sometimes, because everyone needs a friend or someone to listen or a shoulder to cry on or someone to literally help them grow. Like some people need a person to tell them what they don't want to hear, you know? Like some people need to hear things that they don't want to hear in order for them to like grow, and then, you know, later on they'll actually like appreciate you for doing that. Even though it's hard to hear, like eventually they'll realize like you were right. I just want to make sure that I'm trying my best to help people when they need it, I guess. My favorite stores? Honestly, I literally don't even shop anywhere besides my work and Shein. I've worked there for so long, I don't even remember where I used to shop before. Like I used to shop at Forever 21, Styles for Less, if you know what that is. It's not open anymore. Ooh La La, or I still shop at Brandy Melville, PacSun, all those places. But I think my favorite store right now is probably still my store, because it's cheap, I get a discount, and I get to see clothes when they come in, so I get to get all the good stuff. And so many places are so expensive, I'm like, I would rather save my money and still look cute on a budget, you know? My favorite foods are probably tomatoes. A lot of people don't like tomatoes, but I don't know, for some reason, ever since I was little, I've always liked tomatoes. I love mashed potatoes, love pasta so much, and I literally love chips and dip so much. That is like my weakness. Like, I love it so much, but I try not to have a lot of it because it's a lot of dairy, and I try not to eat a lot of dairy because a lot of people get acne because of dairy, and I'm almost 100% sure that I am one of those people because I always break out when I eat dairy, so I try not to eat as much, and it has helped a lot. So yeah, but I love chips and dip, and I wish everything that I liked wasn't dairy. It literally is, because I love bread with butter. I will literally eat that nonstop, or pasta, or pizza, or chips and dip. Everything is literally dairy. Or coffee, but I have almond milk, but I still feel like it's just still milk. Something I'm talented at? I'd say probably just drawing. I've always loved to draw, and it kind of runs in my family. Like, my brother went to school for art, and my dad was a really good drawer too. I honestly haven't drawn in a really long time, but I love to draw, and I'm not one of those people that can draw things from their head and like draw. Like, I have to be looking at something. If it's something that I'm looking at, then I almost can always draw it, but there's some things that are probably really difficult to draw. But for the most part, everything that I draw, I'm usually like looking at. My idea of a perfect date, I don't really think that I have like an ideal perfect date. I don't think it has to be like anything fancy. I think as long as you feel like you have a connection with someone and it's not awkward and there's no really dead space to fill, you know, everything's flowing and it feels nice, I think that's the best kind of date. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, you can be going on a hike, or you could have a picnic, or going to the beach together. Like, here where I'm from, our closest beach is like 3 hours away, so that's not like a normal first date thing. But like, if you live in Florida or somewhere close to the beach, like that could be a first date, and you could just hang out at the beach. That would be a fun date. But I think as long as you're having a good time and everything's flowing and like you feel a spark or connection, like you don't even have to feel a spark at first, but like if you just have fun with the person, you just like laughing, it's a good time, you're getting to know each other, I think that's good. And when you like a person or you love a person, like, it doesn't matter where you are, right? It just matters that you're with that person and you're having a good time and you guys have a connection and you guys like being around each other, you know? Like, it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're having a good time and they make you feel happy. That's all that matters. My celebrity crush, I never really had a celebrity crush, like, ever. Like, girl would probably be Selena Gomez. Guy, Nick Jonas is so cute. I don't know, I don't really have celebrity crushes. Yeah, I don't. Number of kids I want, 3. Even though I am terrified to have a baby because I am small, I'm tiny, it might kill me. Like, I want 3, but I don't even know how I'm gonna have 1, because like that's one of my fears, having a child. Okay, last question. Do I like where I'm at right now? Yes, I have grown so much in the past year, more than I ever have. Like, there's been so many times in my life where I've been close to God and then like I stray away from God, and then something like happens in my life where he makes me focus on him, and then I'll be focused on him for a really long time and everything will be good, and then like as like things are good, like I'm more like going with the good, you know, instead of like God coming with me and or me bringing God along and thanking him for that good. I just kind of am like, oh, I got what I needed from you, I'm just gonna like keep going with the good, you know? And then it happens again, and there's this big thing, and then like he makes me focus on him again, and like it happens again, and then boom, another thing happens. And a lot of things happened this last year and really made me listen for real this time, and it made me focus on him, focus on myself, and learn how to love myself and see myself the way God does, and help me to not always be worrying about other things going on in my life and not being so reliant on other people to bring me happiness, or to distract myself from things with other things that aren't healthy, like I don't know, drinking or smoking or anything like that, or I don't know, another relationship, or doing things that are gonna constantly distract me from things that were going on at the time instead of like healing. It's really helped me to just learn how to love myself, learn how to be by myself, learn how to be so happy with life and being so grateful for what you do have, and for the people who do love you, or for the people that appreciate the things that you've done for them and they want to do for you back. And literally, like, when you focus on God instead of focusing on so many other things that you think is gonna bring you happiness, you really do find joy, and like true joy, when you're focusing on God. Because I've strayed so many times from God, and I'm like thinking in my head, like, why am I so sad? Why am I so down all the time, and I'm like, what's changed? And it's me straying away from God. And every time I'm focused on God and really close to God, I am so happy and joyful, and I don't know why I even stray, because every single time, like, I'm happy and I'm joyful and things are good. So I don't know why I stray, and I don't know why we do that sometimes, because we always end up realizing that we need God, and like us trying to be in control of our lives never works. But I just wanted to share like a little thing. This just made me think about something. I was at church yesterday, and they had said something in a sermon, and they said you can't get real fruit from a dead branch, because God is the vine and we are the branches, and without the vine we can't produce fruit. And if we're not attached to the vine, then we're not going to produce fruit or feel the joy that he can give us. So she had said some people get fake fruit from a dead branch, and that could be anything. Like how I interpreted that, and like it kind of made me think like a dead branch could be, I don't know, video games or shopping or another relationship or anything that you think is going to give you that happiness that you've been looking for. Like that's what the dead branch could be, and then producing fake fruit, and it's giving you that happiness that you think is going to last and be like permanent, but it's literally always temporary no matter what. Like if you don't have God, it doesn't matter if you shop and get everything you want, or you dye your hair, or you get piercings, or you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you're doing video games, or you're going on trips, or doing this and that, or going out and partying and doing whatever, and like you're happy and it's like good, and then like something happens and that happiness is gone. And it's just like, God, why did you let this happen to me? I don't deserve to be like so unhappy and like all this stuff. But you strayed from God, and he's trying to show you that you're never going to have that true happiness, and it's never going to last without him. Like he is what is going to make us joyful all the time. It doesn't mean we're always going to have perfect lives and we're not going to experience hard things, but we can still be joyful even in the hard times, and still learn how to be okay with whatever God has planned for us, whether it's what we do want for our lives or what we don't want for our lives. That's something I guess that I've really learned this year, and it was just like a cool thing that I heard last night, because it was just like a full circle. And I think it's really cool, because no matter what your dead branch is and what fake fruit you think it's producing, like in the end it's just going to show you that that's only giving you temporary happiness, and God is who can give you true happiness. And some people may disagree with me, but I feel like there's a lot of people that are like depressed or down and are always trying to fill a void, and I've never been able to fill that void with anything but God. I've always been Christian, but I've always kind of lived my life like a Christian, but not like a true Christian where I'm like really close to God, or I kind of just was like cruising like until junior high. I finally kind of got close to God, like for real, like my own relationship. Like I kind of was just a Christian because like that's what my family was. But once I became a Christian and really truly took the time to get to know God and have a relationship with God, like it didn't even matter if I was a Christian or not. I always felt the happiest when I was close to God. And I just like encourage you to, like, if you're down and you're trying to fill a void, or just try to distract yourself from things that are going on in your life that are hard or anything like that, I just encourage you to just give God a chance. Like if nothing else in your life has really filled that void, maybe you should try to get to know God, because I've tried to do my life on my own. I've tried to find happiness in other things and it doesn't work ever. So I think like you have nothing to lose and everything to gain if you give God a chance. So if you're not Christian, this isn't me like trying to convert you or whatever, but it's just something that I feel like really did help me out of a dark place. And I know that with him, I've always been a happier person and joyful and literally fulfilled. So if you're going through a hard time, maybe just give God a chance, and it might be the best decision that you made. But if not, that's okay too. I'm not here to convert you. I'm just saying how he's affected my life and what helped me. But anyways, that was 50 facts about me. That kind of got deep and I didn't mean for it to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of just wanted to be a little bit more real and open about myself, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of like doing sit down videos more. I'm a talker, so yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you want, and turn on those post notifications so you can see when I post my next videos. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I have not looked at the camera once. This is really hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I never looked you guys in the eye. Bye guys.